Just off the beaten path, concealed under a carpet of lush green moss and woody debris, tiny delicacies emerge from the undergrowth.
It's kind of like treasure hunting, especially with mushrooms. You go out there this time of year, you never know what you're going to find.
Hey, look at that! I think these ones glow.
So it's quite an exciting adventure.
September rains created ideal growing conditions in our coastal rainforest of Vancouver Island for a bumper crop of fungi this year.
Everybody is seeking the chanterelle, and it is very abundant in our second growth Douglas fir forest, and quite an easy mushroom to identify.
There are over 10,000 identified species of mushrooms in North America. With such abundance literally minutes from our homes, many people take to foraging the woods for edible wild mushrooms.
On the island, or in North America, there's about a dozen of those species that are deadly poisonous mushrooms.
Oh, there's a bug!
I had someone ask me, well, if the bugs can eat it, because often you'll find bugs in a mushroom, well then I can eat it? There are absolutely no rules of thumb. You have to identify every species and make sure that it's an edible species before you consume it.
So that's an Amanita feature.
The Amanita mushroom is one to be very familiar with its features because there are deadly members in that grouping.
All the Amanitas have white gills.
The vast majority of mushrooms out there are quite harmless, but you wouldn't want to play fungus roulette. Jessica leads wild food foraging workshops throughout the year.
I give public workshops, also for school groups and private tours, to take people out into the forest and show them what wild berries, what edible greens there are out there, that you can make tea from the trees around you, and how to forage safely for edible mushrooms. So it's a lot of fun.
What is that?
That is so neat.
It's about reconnecting to the land that sustains us, and that's what it really means to me, is having an appreciation that the earth is giving us life and have that direct connection to eating food from the earth. And I think we get really separated from that when we go to a grocery store and we buy food in packages. For me, it's a lot about helping people reconnect to the land and just also sharing a joy and appreciation for nature. But you can use it as tea. It has very strong medicinal values.
The workshops aren't just for adults. They are for mom, dad, and the kids.
People come to my workshop and they're really excited. And so there's just a huge hunger for this knowledge that's not being passed down from our elders anymore.
I just really like them to know the value of land. I know that we drive by trees and the forest and parks all the time, but when we're out here, we're actually going to see and be involved with the biodiversity of it.
I have a forest in my yard, so I would like to learn how to pick mushrooms so I can do that in my yard.
It's really delightful to share with people. There's so much eagerness and enthusiasm to learn that. These are skills that are important for our own well-being and survival.
In Arrington, I'm Annette Lucas.